All right, so my name is Malachias Gaskin. I am the author of a book called A Warrior's Garden, Therapeutic Guide to Living with Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder. I am a retired combat veteran. I am 100% disabled for post-traumatic stress disorder, traumatic brain injury, arthritis, bursitis, and tendonitis. I have hearing loss. I've been retired since 2014, did 2 deployments to Iraq for 28 months total. 15 months the first time, 13 months the second time. My MOSs that I held were 11 Bravo and 68 Whiskey. And I worked as a 43 Romeo for a short period of time, which are infantry medic and army musician. Both of my deployment, or my first deployment for 15 months, I worked both as a 68 Whiskey medic and as an 11 Bravo infantryman. Deployed as a medic, but I did both jobs. My second deployment, I did both jobs as a medic and as an army bandsman. This video is in response to Toni Lahren, which I'm a fan of. I like that she stands up and she speaks her mind. I like that she says what she feels. I like that she's patriotic. I like that she believes in this country, especially from the generation that she's a part of, because she's kind of the polar opposite of what you normally see in the news media. Tommy, I think you're wrong on this one. I'm not a fan of Kaepernick. I'm not a fan of the NFL. I'm not a fan of them kneeling for the anthem. However, I, as a military veteran, fought for their right to protest how they see fit, that is peaceful. Whether I agree with him or not, and I do not, he has the right to protest the way that he feels to protest. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand. Most people get this twisted and they don't understand how this works. The First Amendment does not protect you from backlash from other private citizens when you make a public display or say words out loud. The only thing that the First Amendment protects you from when it comes to freedom of speech is speaking out against the government. You cannot be prosecuted by the government for speaking out against them. That's what freedom of speech is about. It does not mean that you can say whatever you want to anyone you want about anything you want and get away with it. It does not work that way. It doesn't mean that I can't say it back. Okay, and I get you're exercising your right in freedom of speech, and you're doing the same thing he's doing, but you're doing it vocally while he's taking a knee. Got it, understood. But I think you're wrong. He has the right to do this. Just like the NFL team that he plays for has the right not to re-sign him if they disagree with his stance on it. Okay, he can do what he wants. All of us who served give that right for him to do that. We maintain that right for him to do that. Okay, and for all my fellow brothers and sisters out there that are all butthurt and mad and angry about it, say your piece, fine. But understand, you defended that right for him to do that, just like you get to do it too. I'm not happy about it. I don't agree with it. Okay, I've lost several brothers, all right? I understand. Okay, but our service gives him the right to feel and say the things that he wants to feel and say. Okay, and we can't tell him not to, because he's allowed, because of the service that we provided and by the Constitution that we defended. Okay, and you're forgetting that. So anyway, Tommy, I respect what you do. I respect anybody in the media who's doing the best that they can. Anybody in any job field, if they're out there doing the best that they can, I respect that. But again, on this one, I think you're wrong. God bless. Strength and honor.